Test 1 2 3 1 2 3. Okay. Something that I need to mention. We have been picking up very loud on here at times.
Okay.
So I'm going to pull it back a bit. So if we get loud, we don't want to get like too loud with it, because otherwise we've been peaking a lot. Okay. So I am going to try to have this a bit more visible than we've had it in the past, so I can kind of keep an eye on it.
Yeah, I'm fine with like.
And I can give you a little nudge if we're getting a little too loud. Alrighty.
Don't do it.
So I will let you. I'll just be like.
Oh. You mean too loud? I mean too loud. Okay.
So whenever you're ready to
Don't
see how
ever fucking do that.
Well, see, even that right there is too much.
Don't
so I
ever do that.
Say that again.
Don't ever do that.
Okay, this is my normal speaking voice right here. Why don't you get just a little bit loud again? Like, hello.
Wow, get a little louder. Hello, we're playing Metroid.
Okay,
Metroid 2.
I think that's much better because see, we're still peaking a little bit, but it's very
It's very small.
Yeah,
it's very
so
small.
That's good because I can play with those levels and bring us up enough that we're totally audible.
All right.
So, alrighty, we'll leave it at that. Start whenever you're ready. You're going to start the video. So, otherwise, say you actually get into the game instead of start screen.
Welcome back! We're playing Metroid 2! Another remake.
Yeah, we took a little break from this to finish up Sonic Mania and do XCOM and do some sweet games. Yep. Now we're back to our one true love, Metroid.
Yep, my favorite game.
Because now that Sonic is done, this is basically a Metroid and Spook-em-ups channel.
Good.
The way it should be.
The way it goddamn should be.
Can I tell you about my weekend?
Sure, what happened?
Because yesterday was kind of insane, and I want to just, vocalize it, because I've not had the chance to yet.
Okay.
Let me take you through a little step-by-step, because it started out weird and got progressively more batshit as it went. I woke up, and the first thing that happened was I got a call from my mom, and my grandpa has lung cancer, which is probably inoperable, because it's, right on the brainfield. Ooh. I mean, he's 90 years old.
Okay.
So, if I'm being frank, it would be more surprising to me at this point if he didn't get sick. But obviously, still, I hope it's not as serious as it sounds. Dude, just retired finally, 2 years ago. Yeah. What worries me more is my grandma's blind, and so I don't know, without my grandpa around to help her out, all that stuff will pan out. So, I woke up and already, I'm this is not great news, but, I'm just going to try to, distract myself with some stuff today and just try to chill out. That's why I kept kind of calling you a bunch, going, you want to, do something? Because, I want to just fucking take my mind off shit.
Oh.
But I didn't want to tell you because I didn't want you to go, oh yes,
I'm
yes, friend,
obligated?
I will pity hang out with you. Yeah,
No,
I didn't want to. Yeah, no, I didn't want to guilt you into anything. So, but I'm telling you now anyway.
Yeah, just make me feel real bad.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I've had a day to sit on it, so I'm better. But after that, I'm talking to Larry, and I'm just I got so many shows that I would love to do with you because it's great having me and Danny do this, but I'd like a little bit more. It'd be fun to have another voice on the channel too. And so I was explaining to him Twitch's delay.
I forgot about this, dude.
Are you okay there, Danny?
I forgot about that dumbass animation.
I really love how much joy it brings you.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's also stupid. It's so continue your story, and I'm going to tell you mine.
This is your cat eating corn video right here is what this is.
It's just the most derpiest thing. What I'm going to animate my characters just whenever.
I don't share your enthusiasm.
Oh, it's going to be so great. It's just,
but I appreciate your enthusiasm.
I just love it. It's just I'm just going to do it again. Look at this. Look at this.
You fun this lady, buddy. Anyway, I'm talking to Larry, and I'm just there's shows I would like to do with you. Twitch's delay has actually gotten real good, but the only downside is, like, he doesn't have a standard microphone setup. He's got to do this weird shit with, like, an Xbox headset.
Oh, I see that.
And so I'm like, if we did that, though, like, you would need to buy a mic, so you don't have to, like, have some weird fucking Wayne Zielinski setup hanging off your fucking dome. And then, like, I forgot the name of, Rick Moranis' character in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I had to go look up and make sure it was Wayne Zielinski, and so I had like a ton of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids pictures and like videos pulled up. Like I started watching trailers for all the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids movies.
Okay.
And then my mouse died, and YouTube autoplay went to Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves, the direct-to-video release. And yeah, I was powerless to stop it. So I was like, man, fuck me, I don't feel like going and getting batteries right now, so I'm just gonna go get a Subway sandwich. So I leave and I pull up to the intersection right outside here, and you know my apartment, my old one across the street from the one I'm at now?
Yeah.
At the base of the palm tree right across the street, it was on fucking fire.
What?
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, that's weird. And so I drove up and pulled around, and like got out of my car, and as I'm running up to the stop sign, the whole fucking tree is engulfed in flames by this point. Like, in a matter of seconds, this tree lit the fuck up.
Is this some kind of, like... Are you... Who's the guy who talks to the burning bush? Are you the guy who talks to the burning tree?
Joseph, I think?
Joseph? Are you Joseph
I think
now?
he's the one with the Technicolor raincoat. So yeah,
Joseph the Technicolor
probably.
raincoat. I know, because I did the goddamn musical for it.
Anyway, like, the tree is completely on fire. And there's, like, these kids sitting outside, like, on their porch, but the tree is situated at this angle that they can't see what's going on. And there's a bunch of other cars pulled up, and they're calling 911, but no one's, like, telling these actual children that there's a fire. So I run up, and I'm like, hey, your tree is on fire. Please, you need to get away from the building. And they look over, and both of them just go like, oh, shit. Because, like, this tree is, like, maybe 4 feet away from the unit itself. Mm-hmm. And if the wind were blowing in that direction, it absolutely would have caught the unit. So, they run inside, they get their parents, everyone starts rounding everyone up in the complex, and we get the place evacuated, and I call 911 too, and we get the fire department out there. I guess somebody said that, like, a cigarette butt got dropped onto the palm tree. And, like, that's responsible. Whoever did that just ran the fuck away. So now I smell like smoke. And I'm like, hell or high water, I'm getting my Subway sandwich, so just drive to the Subway. And I'm just sitting at home later that night with smelling like smoke with a fucking spicy Italian in my hand going like, man, this has been a day.
He's like, I did my good thing. I did my good deed.
Like, this started weird and it ended weird.
Oh man, that's really funny.
Oh yeah, it was nuts.
That's really fucking funny. I just saved these kids, and also this person is an asshole and just like lit like our
some dude lit a tree on fire. I helped evacuate an apartment. My grandfather has cancer. I almost watched Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves.
Man, you had a fucking crazy ass day without me.
Do you think I never would have actually been in that situation if not for the fact that I saw Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves pop up on YouTube and go like, I'd rather be outside of my apartment than look at this shit right now?
I mean, like, wouldn't we all? You know what I mean? Like, no one.
It's a really bad movie.
Oh, thank God. That was a shot in the real, like...
Oh, yeah,
I was gonna say a shot in the dark, but like, that's for real, it's a shot in the dark. Like, you used up my goddamn last super missile.
What are the odds?
What are the odds?
1,000,000 to 1.
By the way, that was a horrendous placement for a Metroid. This is really awful.
It seems rather precarious.
Like, I feel like I'm supposed to have light somewhere. Like, I feel like I needed something.
Oh, wait, speaking of bad movies and light, I had some dude like on a Discord I belong to who kept watching the Death Note movie.
Oh.
And just going like, it's so bad! I was like...
Then don't watch it!
Yeah, no, at first I was like, well, you could stop watching it at any time, but he's just like, it's surprising to me how bad it is. I'm like, have you seen, like, any of the trailers, like, anything about the movie? Because, frankly, like, your bewilderment about how bad it is, I think's on you, because they did plenty to show before that came out that movie was going to be a garbage fire.
Mm-hmm. You know, like, some people
Not to be
like
confused with the palm tree fire.
The palm tree
Which
fire,
starts quick and goes out quickly, thankfully.
So, what was I going to say? Like, I was gonna say something, but I completely forgot, so, like, we're just gonna keep playing. Oh, Metroid 2. I got the new one.
Oh, why don't we get into that in the next episode, because this one's getting kind of close to the end, and I know that we'll talk about that for a while.
We will. We talked a lot about burning the tree.
Yeah, I have not played it, but I got some...
Hot takes?
No, not hot takes.
Opinions?
Tepid takes.
Tepid takes?
Yeah.
A little bit of trepidations walking.
I would call this episode Tepid Takes, but we got so many episodes of hot takes in the title that I think we need to, like, slow it the fuck down, and that's my hot take about that.
Hot takes on hot takes.
I'm saying the channel's too hot. We need to cool off a little bit.
I know, with such riveting titles as...
Ice to Meet You.
And Meat and Fuck.
Yeah. I think we might have brought that up in the Sonic episode. Yeah, that has an absurd amount of views for our channel.
I mean, like, I get it.
Oh, I get it too. You're old sexual deviants.
I like it because, like, that was also another thing I saw on the Reddit, too. But, like, so somebody made a concept artist made Samus, but used Cara Delevingne as the model for her. And surprisingly, I really think it's good. It's really goddamn good. And so, the thing about it, though, was, like, everyone's like, oh, god damn this Metroid. And so, the thing about it was...
This whole episode's you running into a Metroid and going like, ah, fuck, I forgot about this. Ah, fuck, this is terrible.
Well, like, these things are smaller in the remake. So, like this is just like...
Well, alright, do you feel better now?
A little bit. I'm dying a little bit when I fucking fight these things. But, what was I saying? So, like, yeah, he used Cara Delevingne as a model, and, like, she looks like a super good Samus. Here we go again.
Oh my god.
It's so great! Oh, it's so great. If the 3D, if the new Metroid from Nintendo had that, I would have just said that's Game of the Year right
10 out of 10 right
10 out
there.
of 10.
Shit.
10 out of 10. Game of the
Oh
Year.
boy.
Masterpiece. All the other fucking references to
Larry and I were actually talking about, like, separating the artist from the art the other day, and, like, where we're able to and where we're not. And I think Larry is better about that stuff than I am.
Like the art from the artist? Well,
yeah, like we talked about how Tarantino, for example, when he is in a room full of black people, he starts trying to act like a black person, and that seems not great. But, like, we also agree that him being... like, so entrenched in black exploitation movies in his youth that it's probably not a conscious thing. He's just sort of slipping into it because he feels very comfortable in that environment. But, like, from the outside looking in, you're just kind of like, this seems, like, offensive.
Yeah.
Like, this seems like maybe you're acting a fool. But also, he hangs out with Samuel Jackson a lot. As Larry pointed out, Samuel Jackson seems like the kind of guy who would tell someone to fuck off if they were being disingenuous.
So, like...
So, but yeah. But our point is, like, he's also been a real dick to people in public, but it still has not impacted our enjoyment of his movies. Like, we're able to look past some of Tarantino's faults as a person. But then there are people for me where I'm just like, ugh, no.
Yeah.
Earthworm Jim has been coming close to that, where I can still enjoy Earthworm Jim, but, like, its creator is so deeply linked to it now for me that I can't help but think every time I see Earthworm Jim, like, oh yeah, that dude's kind of a hilarious disaster.
Nope. Fuck this nonsense. I'm gonna come back for you assholes later.
But no, I think there's a lot of benefit in separating the artist from the art. So.
Yeah, I can see that. Like, you interrupted me on something. Metroid 2. Reddit,
yeah.
So yeah, great art piece. It was done in pen, I think, and it was like it just looked exactly like Cara Delevingne. You know who Cara Delevingne is?
Yeah, I'm gonna pretend I do.
I mean, she.
You name something she's
Suicide One as the Enchantress for one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I know.
And she's also in Valerian as the girlfriend.
I have no idea. Is that like anything like Lorax?
No, it's the same guy who made The Fifth Element.
Oh, well, then that'd probably be why I don't know about it.
Because
I'm like that. I'm the single person alive who actually does not seem to care for The Fifth Element.
I think it was a pretty good sci-fi movie.
Yeah, everyone thinks so.
Okay.
I'm fully aware it's just something in my head is busted, and I apparently can't enjoy The Fifth Element. I actually, for the longest time, thought that everyone was in consensus with me that was not a very good movie, and then realized later, like, actually, no, I'm just insane.
No,
A lot of people like that, yeah. I
it.
think part of it's that I watched it at an age where I was not able to find the humor in it, and so I think I need to really go back to it, and I probably will.
Oh, it'd be fun.
I'm very open to seeing the fifth element again. I just
I'd say just like see it again if like you're
yeah.
and if you like feel like you're not liking it.
I will say one thing that we can all agree on: Chris Rock's character in that movie is fantastic.
It is.
I will completely concede that.
It's Chris Rock's character.
I say concede like I'd make an argument for Fifth Element being a bad movie, but I honestly would not watch it again. I think.
Wait, Chris Rock?
I think I watched it at a period of time that was.
No, that's not Chris Rock. That's fucking
Oh, Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
You're mixing up Chris's everywhere.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
Like you confuse me with the other.
I think it's more that Chris Rock has actually been around and doing stuff, and I don't know what the fuck has happened to Chris Tucker.
Yeah, Chris Tucker is.
I don't even know what he's doing anymore.
Chris Tucker's like not even anywhere.
He's sitting around by a phone waiting for that call for Rush Hour 4.
I think they already made Rush Hour 4. I think 5 is about.
Ah, yes. One of these days.
One of these
I will
days.
start another Rush Hour movie with my good friend, Jackie Chan.
I saw
That
it.
is my Chris Tucker impression. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.